Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a really fun get ready with me video for y'all today using this year's It Cosmetics It Girl Beauty Book. I love collecting these. I've collected them for several years now, and I do have videos on previous year's palettes. So I will try to remember to link those down below for you so you can get an idea of what those looked like and kind of have an idea of how it compares to this year's. So yeah, just did a look on camera today so you can see these products in action. These are always so fun. There are face products in here, there are cheek products and lip products, and then also eye products. I did kind of a neutral rosy pink sort of a look. Something I really love about It Cosmetics makeup is that it's really about enhancing your natural beauty versus making the focus the makeup, if that makes sense. It just enhances your natural beauty, so it's soft, it's pretty, it's flattering, but it's not over the top and crazy pigmented and really intense. It's just that more soft, beautiful, enhancing sort of products. So yeah, we are going to be playing with this palette today, having a lot of fun doing this look. And if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do get ready with me's, review videos, favorites, empties, new at the drugstore, some fashion content, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about this beauty book and doing a little get ready with me. So let's get to it. Okay, so I already applied some CC cream and then also some eyeshadow primer. I used the It Cosmetics CC cream in Fair, and then I also used the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. So we are going to jump on in to the palette. This is so pretty, beautiful. Look at all of this. Gorgeous. So I'm going to use the brow product in Universal Taupe. Universal Taupe brow product. So just going to get an angled brush and apply this to my brows. So there is one brow. I mean, for being a powder, it really does do a good job of giving you some fairly good precision for a powder. Okay, now I'm going to start on my eyes. So I'm going to start with some of the powder, and I'm just going to kind of get a base for my shadows and also kind of set my eyeshadow primer. I really could have just used the concealer as my primer. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the Superhero Eye Foundation. It's over here at the top. That one right there is the Superhero Eye Foundation. And then I'm going to start with the Bye Bye Pores bronzer. Just get some of that on kind of a fluffier crease brush. This is a Profusion Pointed Crease eyeshadow. Just going to put this in my crease and transition area. Next, I'm going to take some of Daring Rose, this one right here, on a smaller crease brush, and put this into my crease and transition area. I really don't know what kind of a look I'm going for. I think kind of a pinky, dusty neutral, maybe. I am noticing that most of these, other than the really light shades and the deepest shade, they look like they have some kind of glow to them. None of them look full-on matte. Next, I'm going to take Spirit. Looks like this kind of, oh, how would I describe that? Like a wine, rusty sort of color. And I'm going to put this in my outer corner, outer kind of half of my lid, and then outer corner, and then bring it into my crease. Definitely tap off your brush with these shadows. They are a softer sort of a formula, so they can definitely kind of collect down here and give you some fallout, so I would definitely tap off your brush. Now for the lid, I'm going to get some of Chili, this one right here, on kind of a pencil sort of a brush. This is a Moda detail brush, and I am going to use a little bit of setting spray. If I were on a trip, I would just use water. Like I would just get a little bit of water in a cup and wet my brush that way, and that's how I would do it. I'm gonna go back in with a little combo of Daring Rose and Spirit just in my outer corner, just to make sure I still have that color out there. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of flourish and clean up my brow bone. Now on to liner. I think I'm gonna do a little combo of Delight and the liner right there. So a little combination of Delight and Superhero, because Superhero is a full-on black liner and I want maybe a little bit more subtle. And I'm just using, this is a 710 from Delium Tools. It's almost too small. So let me get a different brush. I'm gonna use this little angled brush. A definer brush from Real Techniques. I'm definitely getting fallout, but it's because this brush is kind of more stiff and it's kind of hitting my lashes and sort of puffing the product. So I'm gonna have to do some cleanup. Are y'all more of a pencil liner person, a liquid liner person, or just shadow? What's your preference? I really kind of go in waves, I would say. Sometimes I'm really into liquid winged liner. For a little bit, maybe I'll be into powder. I'd say most often I use pencils. So this is pretty intense. Don't think I'm gonna be able to clean that up with just concealer. So I'm gonna get some micellar water and just clean this off. Just gonna apply back a little bit more of my CC cream. Much better. Okay, now I'm gonna apply some mascara and I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics Superhero. What a difference mascara makes, right? Holy moly. Okay, let's do concealer. So I'm gonna use a concealer up here in Fair Light. This is probably gonna be borderline for me. Might be a smidgen dark, but I think I can make it work. Oh no, this is totally fine. This is working great. Oh good, yay. Just applying a little bit around my nose as well. I got too much product for under my eyes, so I'm using the extra where I would have used it anyway. Now I'm going to set my face with the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. Just using a smaller brush for my T-zone, and then I will use a fluffier brush for the rest of my face. If you've never tried the Bye Bye Pores powders, they are awesome. I like them for setting my makeup, but I mainly love them for touch-ups during the day. Really makes a huge difference, takes away the shine, but also really takes away the pores too. It's very smoothing on the skin. So pretty. I think I want to just keep my lower lash line just light and bright, so I'm just going to use a little bit of mascara, the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Bronzer time. I'm going to use the Bye Bye Pores bronzer, and this is a Delium Tools 945. Most all the brushes I'm using are linked up in my Amazon storefront. So this is borderline kind of a deep bronzer for me, but as long as I kind of go light-handed with it and blend it well, it's good. It does have a little bit of a glow to it, which usually I reach for kind of more satin matte bronzers, but this one's still really pretty. But you'll see, I have a little bit more texture on this cheek than I do on this cheek. On this cheek, I think it looks really pretty. Yeah, and a pretty blend. This cheek, it doesn't look bad, but I think it can sometimes accentuate some of that texture because of the glow. Not because of the formula of the Bye Bye Pores, but because it has that glow in it. So to help kind of not cling to the texture, you can kind of like tap a little bit. That's sometimes what I do. Also gonna apply a little bit on my forehead and on my neck. This blush is fun. It Girl blush right there, and it looks like it's got kind of a glow and an ombre to it. So I'm just gonna take a brush and kind of tap in it. This looks pretty pigmented. And just barely tap this on my cheeks. It is definitely pigmented. I'm gonna take my powder brush, kind of go along the sides just to soften this blend just a tiny little bit. Now highlighter. This is so pretty. Kind of a light pinky It's like a cool tone lavender sort of a tone to it. So I'm gonna get some of that on a smaller brush. This is a setting brush from Real Techniques. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my cheekbones, and then I'm also gonna take a pencil brush and put it, oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love this. Really hadn't played with this yet. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on my cheekbones, and I'm also gonna put it on the inner corners of my eyes too. That might be my favorite thing in the palette. Oh, that is beautiful. And last up for lips, here are the different options. Beautiful. So I am going to get some of Bliss, kind of a neutral pinky sort of color it looks like. That's a really pretty color. When I first started applying, I thought it was kind of clinging to some dry patches, but once I rubbed my lips together, it really kind of set in that hydration from the lip product and really kind of helped address the dryness. So now I think it looks really nice and smooth, and I like this color. Pretty. Okay, so here is the finished look. I really like how it all came together, and I also wanted to show you some quick swatches of the palette. So here is the first section of the palette. So the concealers, the powder and the bronzer, the middle section of the palette, the blush, the lip colors, the highlighter, and then over here are all of the shadows. There's the brow product, and there is the liner. So just some swatches for you so you can see it there. Really a nice palette. I look forward to these every year. I think they are just perfect for travel, and they're just a really good kind of, I would say all-in-one, but most-in-one sort of a palette. Really all you need is some kind of a foundation if you want to wear a foundation, and then mascara and everything else you have, and then of course brushes. But yeah, I mean, just so nice that it's all in one palette, super cute. This kind of has an overall rosy sort of a color story to it. I really like this palette a lot. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. Please give it a thumbs up if it was. Let me know down below what you think about this palette. Do you collect these? What do you think about this year's? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.